hold at the down spot. Arms up. Left hand holds right. You move. And back. Right hand holds left. Move. And back. Lovely. Slowly, hands are coming down. Fingertips touch. Lean over and lift. Dropping your head. Try and work with no hands. Let's hold. Hold it. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Bend the knee and slowly, slowly control down. Turning to the left, up you come. Hold. Hands to your waist. Step forward, knees together. Take a seat. And 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up you come. Lovely. Facing to the center. Feet are shoulder width, feet slightly apart, keeping your hands on your waist. Sitting into a squat. So sitting into a squat, if you have your feet closer, please do. Bring your hands to the front and just let them hang. So just relaxing and sitting up tall. So feel what it feels like to have your hands do nothing. It's quite a different feeling. And then slowly taking a seat. Without your hands, feet together, knees apart. You can move the buttocks and try and get those feet closer. No hands. Sit up tall. Push the soles of the feet together, pushing the knees down. Lengthening up and reaching forward. Inhaling up, pushing the knees down, exhaling forward. Inhaling up, exhaling forward. Inhaling up, pushing the knees, and exhaling forward. Beautiful. Up you come, knees up, straightening the legs out in front of you. Stretching into the legs. We're working into Sirsasana. So we're starting at the left side. So you're going to take your left foot in. Sit up tall. Make sure your hips are still square. If you need to place something underneath the knee, please do. You must have it down. Flex that foot. We are not using arms today. Gets complicated. So we're going to take the hands behind you. Just hold at the wrist. Just one wrist can hold. Lift up tall and try and lengthen. This might be extremely hard for some people to try and work their way down. If it is too hard, you can take your arms and stretching forward like so. If that is even too hard, I will let the people who have a really bad forward bend take their arms in front or just hold their toes and work forward. Advanced, you can really suck it out by just keeping your arms back and see how far you go. Trying to work yourself forward, lengthening into it, seeing what it's like to try and get the shoulders straight and use the core. Don't push the back down. Lengthen through the back, lengthen through the spine. So it's not this, it's not rounding over, it's not stretching over, it's lengthening over. And slowly up you come. Straighten both legs. Change your clasp with your hand behind you, bringing out your right foot. You're sitting up tall. If you need a block underneath it, place a block. Shoulders back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward. So again, you have that same option of how you want to do this. Advanced, I want your arms just relaxed behind you. If it's too hard, you can take the arms over to have a little bit more of a push. And if you've got a really bad forward bend, you can take the arms in front. But I don't want to round it back. So even if you've got your hand and you're holding it here, I don't want this. You have to be lengthened and stretching towards there. Toes are flexed at all times. Push down both knees. Make sure of it. And slowly up you come. Slowly we're going to straighten up both legs. Okay, sit up tall. So you can take your fingers together. We can try it, just working into it like this. Stretching up and just lengthening forward. Your hands are going to rest behind you. Obviously, again, the same applies. Advanced, you're going to work like so, without rounding, with lengthening. If you are semi-advanced, you're going to go forward bend. You can bring your arms over and try lengthening into it. If you have a really cracked forward bend, you can work that way forward, straightening and lengthening through the back. Just hold it here for a moment. Keep breathing into it. So you'll see I have to draw back my shoulders in order to straighten my back and not to round it down. And slowly up you come. Alright, from there I want you to move your mat to a wall and get yourself comfortable. You're going to have to use a block. Okay, so I'm going to use this little wall, this teeny wall. I'll make do with it. Alright, and I'm going to have a block close by. So the idea is to first get your buttocks right against the wall and your legs straight up. So I'm going to place my bum there and then get my legs straight up. The way we're going to use the block is I need you to get on the block, but I still need your bum against the wall. So it's a little bit more complicated. I'm going to place the block there and then move our buttocks on. So it's a lot more complicated. You have to now move a lot higher onto it. So it feels like you could be sliding down. You really have to work a lot more onto it. So I'm just getting into position. If you want to pause and get yourself there, that's great. But I need to really get onto it. And I have a little heightened part. So the block is a little bit, let me move the mat maybe down. Let me fix this quickly. Give you a moment. There. Yay! Okay. Okay, wiggle, 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 wiggle. And I'm on. Okay. So once you're in, you should be there for now. You're going to have your hands up against the wall. Okay. From here, we're starting with the left foot. You'll take the left foot as far close to you as possible. You'll notice already you start to move away from the wall. You want to push your buttocks against the wall as much as possible. Stretch it out towards your face. Now point and flex. And point and flex. Place it back down. Taking the right foot to you. Point, flex, point, flex. Move it back. It's taking the left again towards you. Point, flex. Now bring it back. And the right, point, flex. And back. Bend your knees. Lift yourself up. So now you've got a nice lift. You're going to take hold of your block. It's alongside. And you're just going to place it where it's comfortable. There we go. You may even have to have it at an angle, pointing to the wall. Okay, and then your legs up. So I'm at an angle and I'm pointing to the wall. But the nice thing is I'm not digging and bringing my hips up with my shoulders. So I'm trying not to utilize my shoulders and my arms. That is my main identification here. So my hands are still relaxed and I'm extending. Now I'm going to take my right leg up. I can now feel that nice stretch I'm having. Just stretching it over my head, placing back down, semi-bent, and my right leg over, and back. Left, back, right, back. You may not feel so comfortable with this. If you feel comfortable, you're welcome to hold on to it. If you're feeling comfortable, you can take both legs and stretch them up. Otherwise, keep doing one at a time and just stretching over. But you see it's at an angle and you're just doing one at a time or two at a time. Then bending, then we'll lift up. I'm going to move the block completely out the way. Put my buttocks back. When I put my buttocks back, you'll see it's tight. I'm right in there. Stretch my legs back up. Okay, back up to the wall. I'm going to take now my left leg again. Feel the difference of being flat and stretching. And back. Right foot flat and stretching. I'm trying to keep my hips down. So bringing that leg in and back. You might not get as far as I'm pulling. You might get just a little bit away from the wall, but I want you to bring it to you with your hips down. And back. And right. And back. Lovely. Bring your soles of your feet together. Push the feet close together. Push, push, push. And feel how you can push your knees out. Have that good stretch. And slowly bring the knees back and stretch up the legs. You're going to take your left foot, you're going to place it just above your knee, pushing that knee out, okay? Keeping that buttocks down, you start to bend your right knee. So you bring it in, keeping your hips towards the wall. Work to your maximum. We're working into those glutes, so we're in a good glute stretch. You don't want to lift your tailbone off the floor, work to your maximum. Flex your foot if you can, a little bit more of an advanced movement, and just stretching it in. It's wonderful actually. It will work one side more and the other side less, or other side more. You'll feel the difference. There's a huge difference on each side. And then we're going to straighten out our right, straighten out the left. Take your right foot, place it just above the knee. You can flex or you can flex it after, and then slowly start to bend. And slowly bringing it down, making sure your hips don't move. So this is a harder side for me. It's working. Much better. I like this pain. It's really cool. Push your hips down. Turn up, tilt, rotate your hips to work towards the floor. What a fantastic feeling. And then slowly stretch up. From here, clasp your hands above your head and place them down. Make sure your elbows and your shoulders are relaxed at all times. Bring your knees in. You're going to walk your feet over to the left side. So imagine I've got a wall here and I'm walking. I'm walking over. Okay. You can place your knees together. You can relax the knees if you can and turn your head to the right side. And then slowly walk your feet back up the wall, head to the center, walk your feet down over to the right side, onto the floor if you can, make sure bring your knees together if you can, and turn your head over to the left. Relax your shoulders, please relax the shoulders, stop being tensed, relax. And then slowly let's walk back to the center. Keep your head centered, your arms underneath, but I want you to imagine you feel a tie around the ankles. So you're keeping your ankles together, you drop your knees to the left, but your feet can come up. Just pulling your knees together, dropping over as much as you can. Work them over, relax the shoulders. Come back to the center. See if you can work over to the right side, so knees stay together, your ankles stay together. Do the best you can. It's just a different stretch. And back to the center. Lovely, beautifully done. Both feet together, knees apart, have a little bit more of a Baddha Konasana. Opening up. Release your hands and let's work into a nice happy baby. Holding onto the feet, buttocks down. If you can't hold your feet, you hold onto the behind the knees. Your back should be beautifully and flat, that you don't rock too much, but you can rock a little. Place your feet onto the wall and then wiggle, wiggle, wiggle all the way away from the wall as far as you can go until your feet don't touch. Get yourself a blanket. It is chilly. You get yourself a blanket. Place a blanket over you. Make sure your feet fall out to the side, your palms are up. You're going to close your eyes. You're going to completely surrender. Most important time of the class. As you do that, you're going to stay after I'm finished speaking, you're going to stay for at least 5 minutes. A little saying to end off with. Mother Teresa says, helping hands are better than praying hands. May there be peace to the north, peace to the south, peace to the east, peace to the west, peace above, peace below, peace within and peace without, and most importantly, peace with you and your family. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste.